Brothers and sisters, today the church calls this fourth Sunday of Easter Good Shepherd Sunday, which takes its name from the Gospel today, which is always about the theme of the Good Shepherd from John's Gospel. And for me particularly, it's a very special day because it is the day where I rediscovered my Catholic faith. I discovered Christ as truly alive and as the risen one. And it was in a mass on Good Shepherd Sunday where I heard the call for the priesthood at the same time of coming back into my faith. It was sort of a bizarre, intense moment. And all these years now, I have never failed to see the faithfulness of the Lord, even his faithfulness in allowing trials, so that we could be shaped and hammered, like, you know, the great image of the artist chiseling the marble, you know, through the blows and through those trials of the marble has to endure and suffer. The real image emerges, and same thing in our life. But there've been so much joys and blessings as well along the way, and so I just want to meditate a little bit on this image of the Good Shepherd. And my own prior Father Paul, who I lived with before in Newbridge as well, Paul Lawler, he said to me once that his favorite biblical image is the Good Shepherd, and that he saw this as the biblical Sacred Heart. So, just at this wedding I was at as well, here in Rome 2 days ago at the Shrine of Divine Love, in the chapel where the couple got married, there was a big mosaic, beautiful mosaic of Christ the Good Shepherd holding the lamb in his arms. And because the shrine was called Our Lady of Divine Love, it really kind of, you know, all the different perspectives come together, really came together in a very powerful way for me, that, you know, the Good Shepherd is this image of divine love, the tenderness, the concern of the shepherd for the sheep. You know, we don't have a God who is indifferent and stoic and unmoved by our situation and condition. No, the image of the Good Shepherd, Jesus particularly used that to reveal a deep mystery about his heart and about the heart of God the Father and the heart of the Holy Spirit for us, the heart of the whole Trinity for us, that God looks upon us with solicitude, with concern, with care. He's preoccupied with our life. And the idea of a shepherd is one who leads and who protects and who guards. And it's an active image. It's a strong image. It's a powerful image. And this mosaic, you know, of the lamb in the arms of Jesus, you know, that's a beautiful image for our own life. To see ourselves as Christians, you know, we're in the arms of Christ. Now, we have a decision to make. We could allow ourselves to be docile and hear the voice of the shepherd calling us into his arms, or we could resist the voice. We could resist grace. We could resist his providence and, you know, go out and wander and become lost. And certainly in my own life, I certainly did that for many years. But the Lord comes after us, you know, and that's a great drama of the spiritual life. The Lord is coming after us. He searches for us. He's constantly waiting to bring us back into his arms, and he actively looks for us. And no matter what we've done, what valley we have gone down into, what mountain we have climbed, and he comes. He really comes. And that's a great image of the spiritual life, to know that God is searching for you as much as you're searching for him. And you know that's what St. Augustine said. If you're searching for Christ, it's really because he's searching for you, and he's put that grace into your heart so that you could come to him. And so this image of the Good Shepherd is very powerful, of tenderness and kindness. It's the biblical Sacred Heart. And so, you know, the Lord is my shepherd, there is nothing I shall want. You know, when the Lord is really first for us, and we must really pray for this grace. I think this is the grace to pray for. This is what, when we're free, we have this grace, is that God's love, the fact that he exists, that he loves us, the fact that he wants to enter deeply into our life, that is enough for us. So everything else is a bonus and plus, whether I have good material things and human love. if the Lord is really in the center, and I know I can have his love, and this is something we could access whenever we want. The secret of life, the freedom of life, is that it's so freely given. We have God's love. We have his presence. We just have to think about him and learn how to receive that love. That's the spiritual life, the learning that drama of receiving his love. And the last thing I want to say is that the voice, God speaks. He really speaks. And he speaks through his church, and his living voice, really, really there. So imagine that we could learn how to hear God speak. Isn't that amazing? And that's what fascinates me with my own religious life, and why I joined religious life, so that I can have that space. Not that God needs space, but I need to create space so that I could discover he's ever present, that he speaks. And so we must all do that in whatever walks of our life, must call upon each other. Tomorrow I'll reflect a little bit upon the Lord's voice.